Nicola King, Nicola Wheeler, faced heartbreak and frustration as her husband, Jimmy, Nick Miles, made it clear he won't be cutting ties with his nephew, Tom King, James Chase, despite the harm Tom's presence has inflicted on their family, with Tom's involvement in alleged domestic abuse against Belle Dingle, even Taylor Draper, casting a dark shadow over Victoria Cottage. Nicola is forced to make difficult choices about her family's safety and unity. Since his return, Tom has brought nothing but turmoil to Jimmy and Nicola's lives. The latest shock came when Nicola's son, Carl Holliday, Charlie Joyce, revealed he was afraid of Tom. After investigating, Nicola discovered that Tom had been threatening Carl, coercing him to keep quiet about his troubling behavior. Despite Tom's manipulative attempts to explain away his actions, Nicola saw through his facade, realizing the true danger he posed to her children. Determined to protect her family, Nicola packed her bags and moved into Mulberry Cottage with Laurel, Charlotte Bellamy, leaving Junie behind at Victoria Cottage. The decision to separate from Jimmy was not easy for Nicola. She felt a mixture of anger and sadness over Jimmy's inability to see Tom for who he truly is. However, when their daughter, Angelica, Rebecca Bakes, opened up to Nicola about feeling evil after her release from a secure children's home, Nicola knew she couldn't handle the situation alone. She returned to Victoria Cottage, where Junie comforted her, listening as she shared her concerns about Angelica's struggles with self-worth and mental health. Moved by his daughter's vulnerability, Junie accompanied Nicola back to Mulberry to talk to Angel, hoping to find a way to help her heal. Angelica's reaction was mixed. On one hand, she was pleased to see her father. On the other, she was well aware that his visit was more of an intervention. The young teen, sensitive to the ongoing tension between her parents, questioned how they could be there for her if they were living apart. Sensing her longing for stability, Jimmy hinted that they might be moving back to Victoria Cottage together. Nicola, surprised by his words, asked if this meant he was rethinking his stance on Tom. But Jimmy quickly backtracked, reminding her that Tom is still family and that he wasn't prepared to sever ties just yet. This answer only fueled Nicola's frustration, igniting another argument in front of Angel. Frustrated by yet another parental dispute, Angel excused herself, claiming she had homework, and left the room. Jimmy's unwavering loyalty to Tom has left Nicola feeling betrayed and increasingly isolated. From her perspective, Jimmy's refusal to prioritize the safety and well-being of their children is a serious problem, one that's forcing her to consider her options carefully. She knows that as long as Tom remains in the picture, their family will never truly feel safe. Nicola can see what Junie can't or refuses to, that Tom's presence isn't only a source of conflict, it's a genuine threat to their children's well-being. The ongoing rift has also put Jimmy in an incredibly difficult position. Torn between the family he's built with Nicola and his loyalty to Tom, he's walking a tightrope, struggling to reconcile his commitment to both. Despite Tom's troubling behavior, Jimmy is holding on to the belief that there's more to his nephew than Nicola sees, possibly out of guilt or a sense of responsibility. To him, family is sacred, and cutting Tom out seems impossible, even if it means jeopardizing the family he has with Nicola and the safety of their children. As Nicola and Jimmy's marriage reaches a critical juncture, the question remains, will Jimmy finally recognize the threat Tom poses, or will he continue to turn a blind eye, sacrificing his family's unity in the process? Nicola's patience is wearing thin, and if Jimmy continues to deny the reality of the situation, their marriage may be on the brink of collapse. Nicola knows she can't compromise her children's safety for the sake of Jimmy's loyalty to his nephew. The outcome of this emotional standoff will likely shape the future of the King family, especially for Angelica and Carl, who are already bearing the weight of their parents' discord. With Nicola ready to make difficult choices for the well-being of her children, it's only a matter of time before Jimmy is forced to confront the full impact of his decisions. Fans are watching closely to see if Jimmy's loyalty to Tom will be his undoing, or if he'll find a way to rebuild the trust he's lost with Nicola. For now, Nicola's move to Mulberry Cottage seems to be a strong signal that she's done tolerating Jimmy's refusal to choose the safety of his immediate family over the loyalty to his troubled nephew.